Welcome to this video tutorial on how to use the basics of the comparison module. This module is available only for partners of Amsterdam Marketing and data entering partners. This module becomes visible after you have logged in with your login data. Using the comparison module, we are able to compare the results of all indicators of visitor insight. This page allows you to make comparisons to monitor the performances of the tourism sector. The module can be found under Comparisons in the menu on the left. I'll start with explaining the different components that you can select for making a comparison. At the same time, I will make a simple comparison and I will explain how you should analyze the data. First of all, you choose the areas which you want to compare. The default setting for selection number 1 is always your own area, in this case Amsterdam. For selection number 2, you can select the same area or one of the other areas that are available. For instance, this can be another city like Lyon or Copenhagen. For now, we'll go for Amsterdam versus Amsterdam to keep it simple. Now, it is also possible to choose a sub-region corresponding to the chosen area. For Amsterdam, there are 12 sub-regions available. These are the neighborhoods in the city. For instance, you're able to choose for the city center or the Museum Square district. You don't always have to choose a sub-region. You can simply leave this box on Select, as we will do in this comparison. This way, all sub-regions will be selected. The third step is selecting the desired sector. You can choose out of 14 different indicators. In this example, we will compare museums against hotel bed nights. Furthermore, for almost all sectors, you're able to select participants. This is only when you're a data entering partner, but this option is very useful since you can make a comparison focused on your own performance versus others. However, in this example, we're going to compare all museums against total bed nights. Therefore, we will not select a participant, but we will select all. Now, we are able to select the desired year and months. It is recommended that the lowest year of the comparison is selected first. We will use 2015 for both cases. There's also an option to display month or year, if available, according to how the data is entered, either monthly or yearly. Lastly, there's an option Show Second Axis. This option is explained and displayed in the second tutorial about the comparison module. Now, all the comparison criteria are selected, so we can click the Compare button in the lower right corner. Once the comparison is made, the results will be displayed in a table and a graph. In both of them, the figures are displayed according to month and selection. In this case, selection number 1, the red colored square, means all museums, and the selection number 2, the blue colored square, all the total hotel bed nights. Also, the total amount of visitors in each selection is shown. In the graph, selection number 1 is the red line and selection number 2 is the blue line. Through this graph, the trend becomes visible for both equations. In this specific graph, we can see that on average the museums have generated almost an equal number of international bed nights in 2015. We can also see that both have the same peak periods and thus have experienced approximately the same trend. Below, there is an explanation box. This displays the key for the realized comparison. Here, it is also possible to select a different type of charts. This way you can display the data in a different way. It is up to you to choose what you think is most useful for comparing. We hope this tutorial was useful. If you have any further questions, watch one of the other tutorials or send your question via email to research@iamsterdam.com.